Tonight at 9, backyard fishing. How some central Illinoisans are making the most of their time amidst a lot of flooding. Also, a major airline halting flights to Peoria, while your summer traveling plans may have to change. Well, good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Matt Sheehan. Strong storms rolled through central Illinois, causing some damage. Austin Schick shows us the damage these storms left in Woodford County.
Yeah, I'm here in Panola where homeowners say a neighbor's horse barn, and this is actually part of it right here, was destroyed in what they say is a tornado that ripped through town just before 2 o'clock. Sheds, electrical lines, and trampolines are all victims in Saturday's strong storms that rolled through Woodford County.
The wind just started coming up over the top of the house, basically.
The storm tore up through Germantown Hills to Panola, lasting just minutes.
Yeah, it was just like a big wind gust. And I mean, we could see it coming a couple minutes before it hit.
Fast storm came through real quick.
Mike McCumsey says he and his wife were home maybe 5 minutes before this storm rolled in, destroying their neighbor's horse shed, scattering debris throughout their yard.
2 or 3 of the big pieces were out in the field there, and another 2 or 3 pieces were way out on the other side of the field over there.
Jake Frolick says he heard large winds and advised his wife and kids to move to the basement. The winds making their kids' trampoline fly and causing damage to their home.
We looked in the backyard and there our trampoline was over in the neighbor's yard, and so our daughter she was crying. Weren't you sad about the trampoline? You were sad? Yeah, she was sad about her trampolines.
Both men say fortunately no one was hurt, and they are thankful the damage wasn't as harmful as it could have been. Now they say before and after the storm, it didn't even look like a storm came through the area. In Panola, Austin Schick, WMBD News.
Well, all right, the state's public health department announcing 2,352 COVID-19 cases today, along with 75 deaths. The state has now reported over 107,000 cases and nearly 4,800 total deaths. State COVID-19 labs processed over 25,000 tests in the last 24 hours. They've now done over 722,000 total tests. Well, in Peoria County, a woman in her 70s has died from the coronavirus. The health department reports she was at a long-term care facility. They report she had multiple additional comorbidities alongside COVID-19. This brings the death toll in Peoria County to 8. There are now 177 positive cases in Peoria County. 149 people have recovered. 18 people are at home isolating and 2 are being treated at a local hospital. In Tazewell County, there are now 67 positive cases. 3 people have died. The health department reported 53 people have recovered, 2 are in the hospital, and 9 are at home isolating. And in Woodford County, there are now 18 positive cases, the county remaining at 1 death. The Tri-County death toll is now 13. Well, another person has died from COVID-19 at a long-term care facility in McLean County. The county health department reports the man was in his 80s. According to the IDPH website, there are now 45 cases of coronavirus associated with long-term care facilities in McLean County, including 6 deaths. There are now 202 confirmed cases of the novel coronavirus in McLean County. 6 new cases were reported today. 127 people have beaten the virus. As we continue our extensive flood coverage through central Illinois, we made our way over to Henry today. Durante Matthews shows us underwater playgrounds, isolated homes, and tells us how it's causing unusual activity in one woman's backyard.
There's typically nothing out of the ordinary about fishing, especially when it's done at a lake. However, Saturday in Henry, Illinois, things are a little different.
I'm literally fishing in somebody's backyard, yes.
Michelle Oberlin says Henry has been no exception to the statewide flooding problems this year. She says the overflow of water from the Illinois River has left playgrounds submerged, bridges closed, and houses isolated.
I do know quite a few people that do live on the river, and they have to use a boat to get back and forth to their house.
She says the closing of bridges causes her to take extra travel time just to get to her job.
I go 15.5 miles out of my way just to get to work.
But in the meantime, her family's been enjoying fishing in their friend Mary's backyard that's been temporarily transformed into a pond. We found Mary at the laundromat because she says her basement was so flooded she couldn't use her washing machine without risking electrocution.
As long as I've been there for 6 years, this is the first time I've seen this much water in there.
Mary preferred not to go on camera, but says the flooding has not only stopped her from going into her basement, but even getting the mail. She says she hopes the 6 inches of water in her house goes down, but until then, she's taking it one day at a time.
Just go about my business is about all I can do. go out the back door and hopefully I don't walk out to being in water.
In Henry, Durante Matthews, WYZZ News.
Delta Airlines has suspended services into Peoria International Airport. Director of Airports Gene Olson tells me this is the only airline currently suspending its service for the time being. Olson says the Department of Transportation order is not final yet, but he says there's no reason to believe the suspension will be canceled. And a new COVID-19 testing site welcoming its first patients today in downtown Peoria, the Civic Center parking lot, hosting drive-through and walk-up testing tents. Tests administered by Illinois National Guard members in a hope to up tests throughout the state. Testing officials saying there might be an increase in cases, but to not be alarmed.
The key to effectively combating COVID-19 is testing, and I think the governor and IDPH has made that clear. So the more tests that we can get out there, the more results that we can look at, the better position we'll be in to make decisions.
The site will be open every day from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. or until they hit the 250 tests a day quota.
Well, a little bit of a quieter evening expected, but here's a look over Secor at the wall cloud that we caught earlier today, and I'll give you a little bit more of a full forecast up next.